This is the base? Those peaks are stupid tight because I placed them wrong. Oh yeah. That's supposed to be an inwards horizontal window. To be honest with you, I don't really feel like fixing... Okay, well... Yep. And I placed it backwards. Alright, well this is the base. Got these really nice peaks right here. Which are very, very tight. But from up here, you get a great angle. You could shoot through... Oh, well, too much flight. Hold up, which one's the slow one? Oh god. Okay, okay, we're back. Alright, alright. So you get this angle. It's very nice. You also get this tight, like this tighter angle. So very nice. You can shoot through all that. Very cool, very cool. Even more range, I guess? I don't know. I didn't plan for that. Obviously got your long range peaks. Maybe taking heli peaks, I don't know. If you're feeling cool, you are. These peaks work, but they're quite hard to use if you're standing AK, I guess. They just suck. Alright. Got your roof. Very much you can do up here. More windows. Why am I flying so fast? More windows. Yeah, alright, that's the outside of the base. Alright, let's go inside. I'm wasting your time. Alright, coming inside, you have an entrance on both sides. Completely even. Coming up here. This will be your jump up. You could use a furnace temporarily. On this locker, you have your battery. Oh. You gotta place the locker first, man. I don't know, usually I just use a furnace. The tier 2 is new to me also. I'll show you how to place those boxes in just a second. Coming down, here's your core. Find an armored bunker. Your TC's behind this. This is your upkeep. Coming back up, I'll reseal the bunker. There we go. Put the AK up. I don't need that anymore because I need to show you how to do boxes. You can't place these boxes all the way against the wall because the ramp right there would be blocking it. So either place those boxes before the ramp, which I'm not sure if that ramp will, you know, place through the boxes. I don't know. Typically I place the ramp first, I think. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure. And you can get your boxes right here also. That's pretty much that area. Alright, let's continue on. So, up. I've already shown you everything down, so going up. I didn't show you everything down. E-furnaces. Place these 3 looking outwards, like that, because I will show you why. Crafted 1. Oh, I crafted more than 1. So the storage adapters, because they stick out, they block you from crouching through here, which is really, really annoying. So by placing them like this, you get these ones on the front also. You can walk in here and you can still pipe all them without having any issues. Which is the reason I did that. I know I've already shown you the shooting floor, but here it is again. Get peeks on your up here area. I don't know what that up here area is called. It's just the up here area. Get peeks on your roof. I don't bet everybody has the cheap metal door skin, so I'm not gonna say you have peaks everywhere, but, well, you do. 'Cause you can reach around that. Yeah, okay, you do have peaks everywhere. Confirmed. Confirmed by me. Alright, yeah, okay. Well, let's get into the base building. Woohoo! Base building! I know it's weird for this to be at the start of the video. I don't usually make YouTube videos, so I don't know what I'm doing too well. So I forgot to include this in my base building part. But, this is how you're gonna set up your core. I know it's a little early for that, but, and if you have the barrels DLC, that's even better. Obviously. So, what your goal is to get the salvage shelf as close as you can to the wall. I don't know if that's good enough. Okay, it is. Yeah, okay. As long as you can place your bag right there, you're fine. You have to crouch under here, but right here you'll be able to jump up and like reach everything else. If I can jump. Yeah, just like that. It'll be easier when boxes are actually placed, and oh well, you'll just see the boxes placed in the base store. I'm not gonna keep here any longer. Alright, let's get started. I'm going straight to the final tier of upgrade for the base. Alright, so what you're going to do for the TC placement, I'm going to place a door frame here, get it about that far. No more, no less. That is a, no, yes more, yes less, it doesn't really matter an insane amount, but that's about where you want it. Just going to upgrade that door frame, rotate it. It doesn't need to be armored, that can be sheet metal. And you're going to get your vending machine, and I'll try to circle it in my edit. I don't know if I'll be able to, so it may not be circled. But there's little lines at the bottom left and bottom right of the vending machine placement that you can watch go inside the wall to where they're not visible anymore. I'm gonna do it a couple times so you can try to catch it. And I try to get it right where like those lines are in there a little bit. And once you get that done, you'll be able to reach your TC. But to secure this even more, if you already have them, you can get an armored double door, or armored single door, sorry. And you have to place the door first. You cannot place the door before or after the vending machine. It has to be placed first. And then just get those lines back in there, put something in there. You can access the TC and the door right here. And that's pretty much that. Alright, moving on from here. And that is your armored bunker. I'll have to get those done before I start doing anything else over there. Alright, let's get these foundations down. So this is on the opposite side of the base from the bunker. This is just honeycombing that. Alright. Now we're going to work on the jump ups and the extra honeycomb. So you can completely seal these off. I'll get a roof on this in a moment. And what I like to do here, not that, that's not what I like to do here. I like to get 2 doors, a window. I like to put double door frames right here. And then I like to put shop fronts in these. And you have to place those shop fronts first, because that's the only way you can place this. You cannot place this ramp before the shop fronts, or it will not let you place the ramp. Which I can say is very inconvenient. Alright, wall that in, wall that in. And I'm gonna get this one on this side done real quick. And then get two more shop fronts. Make sure they're placing the right way. They really suck to place. And I will say this ramp is personal preference. You don't have to do that. You could do a half wall jump up with a window right there. But doing the ramp does not allow you to place a door from right here. So if you would like an extra like G door or something right there, I would highly recommend just doing a normal triangle floor jump up. But I like being able to walk up in mine personally. I didn't upgrade these to sheet metal on the side, did I? No. Okay. Alright, now we're just gonna wall this in. So this is gonna become honeycomb. Wall there. Don't worry, I will have all of this honeycombed. Demo those. I'll show you how to place the boxes in these afterwards. It's not very hard, but I'm not gonna say it's like the easiest thing either. Get your door frames going. That'll be another loot room. Or actually, you could completely change these out if you want to be a bit more personal with it and have these as locker rooms. Which I showed you the loot room a second ago. But I will have you know, if these are locker rooms, this will not be honeycombed right there. That will not. So that'd be one wall in the locker room. So it's honestly better if you do a locker room than a loot room, to be fair. Let's see. A bed and a locker. So if I'm not mistaken, if you place the locker like this, I don't usually do locker rooms like this. You should be able to fit the bed in there too. While the bed will be peeking out, you can still place like an armored double door or something right there. Alright, well, I like to have, well, so this is honestly just kind of an opinion thing. You could do this two ways. One, you could have a, where's it at, over here. I need to go back here. You could put a battery right there, a window right there, and you could hide it behind a locker, which is one option. Or you could just turn into another loot room and or locker room. Hide that a little better. Let's have it like that for now. And you could still put a door there and everything. Completely seal the locker and all that. Anyways, now moving on. Let me place that, please. The furnace might seem a little annoying, but it's a really solid jump up. There is one other thing you could do here. If I'm not mistaken, you can come down here, grab a siren light. Oh, you can't place a siren light on that. I thought you could. Huh. Right, no, I'm mistaken. Yeah, no, you might just have to use the furnace there. Or a tier 2. I'm really wasting people's time here. Boom, seal it off even more. Tier 2 jump up. Alright, well, let's start on the roof. My favorite part. I'm gonna do that. So this is gonna be some pancake for your base. And so all you have to do is upgrade the squared armor and it'll all be even. Oh, actually, I should say this first. All these ramps must be placed before you build your shooting floor. If you do not place them beforehand, you will be struggling. I'll say that now. Anyways, raise ramp. Alright, now before we continue on with the shooting floor, this is how the base looks at the moment. What we're going to do, get that, and that. Actually, I'm gonna make it stone. I feel like I've done too much sheet metal. And we're gonna have... What are we gonna have? I think I put a half wall there, don't I? Yeah, I think I raised this by a half wall. Sorry, it's been like a day or two since I built this base. As in a day or two, I mean like a week. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a tutorial on it or not, but somebody hit me up yesterday asking for one. Is that supposed to be? Hold up. I'm sorry. Let me look at this. Okay, so that is supposed to be all that is, I think. No, that doesn't seem right. I feel like I've done something wrong here. Okay, I do need to half wall all this. Okay. All this needs to be a half wall higher. I completely forgot about that. It's because the bunker on the other side causes that side to automatically be a half wall higher. Yes, that is my mistake. I had to figure out what was going on there. See, on this side, you're gonna have to do a wall and a half wall. And going up. And because of this side's raised foundations, you can automatically... Place those all in the wrong spots, huh? You can automatically not have to do the half wall. I'm gonna keep this raw and unedited. If you watch this far in the video, hit me with a... I don't know, give me a joke. Tell me a joke in the comments. Alright, well, that's our final layer of honeycomb added. That's where the base gets fun. Door frame there. Half wall, half wall, half wall. Half wall. Some of that, some of that. Triangle. You can place these from up here. I just chose to do it in light because it's just convenient. Okay, let me stop flying. There you go. See, it's possible. And when you're building this part, you can jump down here to make it easier for you. And you can just crouch and jump back up right here. There have been many times where I've thought about not using this peak at all, because I will admit it's not gonna like do you an amazing job, but there's certain times where I've had it save my life. And if you don't place a horizontal window, you have this long range peak, which is nice. So I would keep it as in for personal reasons, because it's a good peak at times. But you could most definitely change it to something else if you wanted. And you can change as much of this base as you want for yourself. I'm just a builder, man. I don't know. Oh, I did not mean to place that. Nope. Alright. And both sides of this are done. What I like to do place that first. Forgot to upgrade that. I will be deploying those real quick. That's my bet. Upgrade all of these. Alright, I think that is those done. Alright, so what we do here... Oh, also your jump up gets to be pancaked because it gets weird and uneven if you don't. And then put a window here. Alrighty, well that's that. Yeah, no, that's another oops on my part. Yeah, sorry to tell you, you don't actually get doors right there. You get a door. You get blessed with a singular door. Because if not, you have this... Oh my god, wait a moment, I'm stupid. You do get doors, you get single doors. And all these single doors are soft-sidable. I just realized. You do also get a peek up to there, so you know what? Who would soft side that? Upgrade the sheet metal. Boom, you're not getting soft sided anymore. Problem solved. We might be geniuses, guys. Stomp. You do get a door here. Actually, you get a door everywhere. So I figured out something that I've been mistaken about. Like a genius. Square, 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 triangle, triangle, triangle. You get the point. I'm not gonna read them all out to you. Alright. Now I've gotten this down. Door frame in all three of those spots. The windows there. So you full 360 angles of your roof. This might be the worst base tutorial ever, because I really suck. Yeah, you get 2 doors, window, yeah, all that seems to be in check. Alright, so, what I like to do for my roof. Put windows in all 4 of the squares. Let's see, low ramp so it doesn't actually affect you walking out of there. Okay. Oh. Okay. No, wait, is that right? Okay, so place the ramps first before you do the windows and all that jazz. Because apparently this game's dumb. It doesn't like to let me build. That's... Yep. Hmm. How did I have this? The squares? I don't think that's what I did, but it doesn't look bad. To be honest with you, I do think I may have had reverse triangles right here. Because there's less of a roof for peaks, because it's not a very tall base. These ones I know I had triangles. And gaslighting myself on this one. Okay, so we're gonna come up here and place it instead, because game dumb. Game dumb. I don't think that's what people want, man. That just doesn't seem right, you know? We're just gonna put squares. And honestly, if y'all don't like that, I would recommend changing it. There's nothing stopping me. That's right, I built the base. I get to have stupid, mean opinions. I can be a meanie pants too. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it complete. Oh yeah. Alright, now y'all don't know this, but now I'm gonna furnish it, and that's gonna be the start of the video. If you stayed that long. Oh yeah. Alright, well, see you later, gangsters.